good, everybody? Happy Tuesday. You are now tuned in to Radio on Fire. It's your big dog, Kid 6. Your girl, Leah, a.k.a. The Therapist. Chi-Town's finest Carlton, you dig, is on his way back from Chi-Town. Safe travels, my good brother. He won't be joining us tonight, but it's all good because we still going to hold things down, as always.
Yep.
Before we get into anything, shout out to our sponsors. Sour Life Clothing Line, Rich King Brand, and Capture the World. How was your Thanksgiving?
It really was chill. It was like another day.
It was like another day?
Mm-hmm.
That's cool.
Yeah,
that's
that's
cool.
it. Nothing special.
Nothing special? All right. That's
Yeah.
all good. Well, it is special because you were, around family.
I'm always around family.
A lot to be thankful
If
for.
anybody knows that, I'm always around family.
Yeah.
You always gotta be thankful every day you wake up. So that to me
Yes,
was
indeed.
a regular day.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. I like
You?
that.
How was your Thanksgiving?
It was cool. I actually had a good time being around family and friends. You learn a lot whenever you go home.
I don't
A
have
lot.
this experience, so what did you learn?
Just some things you just can't share on air.
Okay.
I will have to, really share off air. But yeah, I just need.
Well, how can you share it indirectly and make it very general? Because you can't say you learn things that Mixx is going to know exactly what you learned.
Well, I
you
just
like the
learned.
person who said, I gotta tell you something and be
I
like,
learned
no, I
something.
can't tell you.
I learned something new about my 15-year-old little cousin. And
now you're going to say 15-year-old little cousin. You know what? There's a thing called being discreet.
He's, man, just.
You just put it out there now.
Nah, it's cool. It's cool. I just need
If
my
he's
man.
in the mix right now, man.
I just need my man to
kill
just
you.
be a little bit smarter in life whenever he does something, man. That's all. I just I just need you to be a little more intelligent when it comes to certain things in life.
Okay, we
That's
don't
all.
know your cousin, so you can actually share. You
Nah.
already put it out there. You already said 50-year-old cousin. You might as well go all the
man,
way.
Listen, just some things he just gotta chill in life, man. I just need him to
What
stay
did he
focused.
do?
What did he do?
Yes.
No, nah. He ain't do that. He didn't do that. He just, if you're gonna do something, whether it's in school or at the workplace, just make sure there's no cameras around. Don't do it right there in front of the cameras. But what he did, he only got suspended for 2 days.
What did he do? For him to only get suspended for 2 days, so you sound very shocked.
I was, because I'm surprised that you would get suspended for 2 days for that.
What did he do?
Man, just. Nah. He didn't do that.
For a minute, Kay, I was like, what are you doing? But, okay, it wasn't that.
Yeah, nah, it wasn't that.
Okay.
It was something else.
In relation to that?
Yeah.
All right, so what is that?
Yeah. So it's
We
just.
gonna
It was
guess
surprise.
it.
It was. I mean, if he wasn't clapping cheeks, then what else would he be getting?
He was getting hit.
Yeah.
Your cousin gotta get whose mess is this. He knows better. Nobody is exempt.
Yeah. Nah,
Okay.
I was gonna give him a whose man's is this. I really was.
You need to get
Because
one.
it's like, bro, at least be smart. In schools, there's cameras
I
everywhere.
don't even sound right saying getting hit. That don't even sound like me. But anyway.
But yeah, so he just gotta do better.
Yeah,
in
he gotta
life,
get
man.
whose mess is this.
I
What
need
would
him
you
to.
tell him? What did you tell him?
Nah, I talked to him.
What did you say?
I asked him if he was having sex. And he said no.
Okay.
I told him he just needs to be careful, protect himself at all times.
Mm-hmm.
Number one thing I told him watch out for was STDs. 'Cause these girls is
And
crazy out here.
pregnancy.
Yeah, I mean, but we preach pregnancy a lot, but we don't really preach STDs
I mean, I
a
know,
lot.
but you gotta really think about it. For pregnancy at his age, it's a lot more responsibility and take on, financially.
Yeah.
It's a lot more. That's why I think we preach more for pregnancy. Of course, STD, we know that, and it should be emphasis on that as well. But at 15, can you imagine being a father at 15?
Nah, I can't.
You could take a pill for some of these STDs, but think about all the
Some.
stuff that not all, but some. But other ones
The
are even
last thing-
manageable.
But yeah, I mean, but last thing you.
I'm just
You don't
saying,
need
I'm
to-
thinking if I had to compare the two, I think they think about teenage pregnancy, they think is a little bit more worse.
I mean, yeah.
In my opinion, I think is a lot more worse in considering where they are mentally. Yes.
But sometimes these young teens, they don't really take care of themselves.
I mean, yeah. I mean, we know that, but that's why I feel
So,
like that's why they emphasize more pregnancy because of what comes with it.
but
But
either
anyway.
way, later on in the show, he's definitely getting a whose man's is this.
Yeah.
But I had a great time with the family. It was good seeing my mom. Had a great time.
Okay. Well, sounds like you had a good
I
time.
enjoyed. Yeah, I did. I definitely enjoyed it. I was tired of Thanksgiving food. Like,
Okay, so here's a question. Like, what is the max time? 'Cause I've been seeing this all
2
over
days.
social media. 2 days for you to eat
2
Thanksgiving
days.
food? So put Sunday's pushing it?
Friday and Saturday.
I'm sure people have gone Sunday.
Sunday, it's time to start a new meal.
I think it's safe. Sunday is safe. I think
Sunday is safe. Sunday
after
is safe
Sunday-
if you want to be lazy.
Yeah, with all that cooking you did, you probably want to be lazy for a couple days.
But at this point, I need a new meal.
Okay, so we say two, no more than 3 days.
Yeah.
All right. We can work that out. Some people push it to that.
Now, I ain't going front. I seen a couple of my coworkers eating some leftover Thanksgiving food at work.
I mean, if they cooked a lot, no
And
food
they
should
had
go
some
to
leftover.
waste.
They had some leftover food from the potluck that they had. They gonna ask me if I wanted some. I was like, no.
I'll wait for that was from last week.
Yes.
Nah, that's a week old now. We
They
gotta get rid of that.
wildin'. No, I don't
We
want
gotta
any
get
of
rid
that.
Okay.
Don't want any of it.
Yeah, but Thanksgiving was cool.
Yeah. So we're gonna get into what you're mixing up, and we're gonna cover some sports. I'm not gonna be solo on this, so I'm gonna have my man's Diamond K join me on this because I feel like
Excuse me, I can chime in on something.
nah, you already told me before that you wasn't gonna chime in on. I
It
was
depends
alone.
what we talking about.
It's cool. We're gonna start with the NFL. Seahawks take down the Vikings last night, 37-30. Minnesota Vikings quarterback Kirk Cousins is now 0-8 on Monday Night Football. Bro, you gotta do better and start winning for your team on Monday nights. And the Seahawks continue to dominate in the NFC and could be a problem come playoffs. And I did want to throw this out there because it's just been such a great season. Hold your tone. 2 young black quarterbacks take down Tom Brady in the same season. I just need y'all to understand this, man. Lamar Jackson and Deshaun Watson have both been balling. And they took down Tom Brady.
Mobile quarterbacks. They're
Mobile.
Yeah.
All right? You love to see it. Young and black holding it down, being successful in the league. I love it. Keep it up, man. These last few games, man, because this season is coming to an end very quickly. So these last few games, just make it or break it. Make it or break it. I'm going to be honest with you. I really see Lamar Jackson could really win the MVP.
Yeah.
Like at this point, these next few games are really his to lose that running.
Yeah.
To be honest with you.
Yeah. These are cherry on top. But what I do like is that he is not focused on that.
Right.
He's focused on the end game, which is the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
And I think that, and I said this at the beginning of the season. I said this in preseason. Ravens going to Super Bowl. It's gonna be
so is the Ravens.
San Fran and Ravens.
Thank you for speaking to our team because he want to acknowledge the NFC and not the AFC, which I think.
Dude, I acknowledge the NFC because they played yesterday. Relax. You are pressed.
They are the hottest team right now in the AFC and in the NFL. Thanks. Continue.
Okay.
Thanks.
Who's the hottest team?
Ravens.
Okay.
Anyway.
In my opinion.
I think you're right.
Thanks. We agree.
Anyway. No one is discrediting the Ravens.
Now, I think one of the if not the best coach, the second best coaching this season was on the Steelers.
Yeah, I was actually surprised.
Yeah.
Mike Tomlin, because I was like, yo, he got to go.
I thought he had to go too. I thought your season was done.
But what he's been able to produce with, first of all, you lose your future Hall of Fame quarterback to a season-ending injury. We don't have that talented running back. We don't really have the superstar caliber wide receiver. Our offense is trash. But defensively, they've been holding it down for us. You bench Mason Rudolph for your third string quarterback.
Did you have a problem with that?
Not at all.
Yeah, I didn't.
I did not have a problem with that.
Mason Rudolph was
Actually,
a bum.
to be honest with you, I wish they would have kept him going after the Ravens game. Because when he came into that game, he really played like he was.
Out. You talking about after dude got knocked out or whatever?
Yeah. He really came in and played as if like this was his second, third season. He was comfortable in there and almost got us the victory. If it wasn't for Juju fumbling, that would have been a win for us. So, I mean, I like his confidence. He goes in and he doesn't play like he's scared. So, I like his confidence. I hope they continue to let him ride this wave because I'm just not a big fan of Mason. At first, I thought I would be because he had a strong arm, but I don't like his confidence.
Is it that he doesn't have the talent, or you just think it's too soon?
No, he has the talent, but I just feel like he plays scared.
Yeah.
Like he plays scared out there. And yeah, we don't have time for that at all. Not where we're holding on to thin ice with the 6th seed for the playoff hunt. So I just need them to hold it down and just keep winning. That's all I need them to do. Moving on to college football. Did you catch any of the college games over the weekend?
Yes.
The Iron Bowl. That was probably the most watched game. And let me just say, they lived up to the hype.
It was official.
It was official.
Definitely.
And I feel like Auburn knocked Bama out of the playoff race.
Yeah. It's over.
Like it's over for them. This is the first year that we will see college football without Alabama in the college football playoffs.
I'm not mad at that.
Me neither.
Yeah, I'm not mad at that.
Me neither. I was honestly really getting tired of seeing, but I feel as though the way that they have their schedule set up, I feel like they make it so Bama can make it to the college playoffs.
Yeah, I mean, like that. I think that's equivalent to the Patriots not going.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying, and I think that the way their division set up is they're going to make it there,
right?
And it's like the same type of situation almost.
Yeah, which is kind of crazy, but and LSU has really been balling out of the SEC. They've been balling. And then Ohio State, they crushed Michigan 56-27. Now, here's my thing. And I want to get your input on this. Do you feel like it's time for Michigan to look for a new head coach replacement?
I think, yeah. I do.
I feel like it's time for them to look for someone else. Harbaugh, he's been with them since he committed to them in 2014, started his first full season in 2015. He won his first bowl game there, and then after that, lost 3 straight.
It's been downhill, really.
Been downhill ever since. He's 0-5 against Ohio State. Has yet to finish in the top 4 for the college playoffs.
I think he's overrated.
Agreed.
He ran back there for whatever. I guess it wasn't working out, so he ran back there, and to me, it hasn't panned out for him.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so
he get paid a lot of money too,
which is crazy.
Yeah.
Get paid a lot of money to lose. Yeah, I know they're not happy with that, so I'm pretty sure after this season that will be a big talk. That will be a big talk. Yeah, if they do decide to keep him, it would probably be for one more season.
Right.
One more season. And I would not be surprised if they got rid of him during the middle of the season if they don't really do much.
But his brother was in the same position last year.
Yeah.
And he turned it around.
Yeah, he turned it around.
So it could happen.
But I don't see Harbaugh turning it around.
No, I don't see it turning around either.
At all. I really feel like in the Big Ten, it's always going to be Ohio State running.
Yeah.
That's just what it is. And then you got the conference championship matchups this weekend. Utah against Oregon, Baylor against Oklahoma, LSU against Georgia, Ohio State against Wisconsin, and Clemson against Virginia. All good games that you all need to look out for this weekend.
Big weekend.
And then top games for tonight. Check out the Raptors against the Heat, Rockets against the Spurs, Lakers against the Nuggets, Clippers against the Trailblazers. And, man, big shout out to Melo. Came back, won Player of the Week for the first time since 2014. Big shout out to Melo, man. He really out there doing his thing in Portland. So shout out to him. Keep doing your thing, man. I feel like you was about to say something.
No.
Did you see the video of Lala being at the game?
I did.
And she was had their son on FaceTime. She didn't even want to make eye contact with Melo.
Yep.
Was just holding the phone up.
I did.
Man, she can't stand to look at that dude.
Look, can you blame her?
I don't blame her at all.
You can't blame her. You know what I mean?
I don't blame her at all. But it was hilarious. It was hilarious to see that because then there was some memes floating around where she was holding up the phone, and I think it was a picture of him when he was at a party and he was staring at Rihanna, and then they placed the picture of him on the yacht with the girl. So yeah.
So did he have a baby? He had a baby.
Another one?
That was a couple years ago. He had a
with the
break
stripper.
baby, right?
Yeah, with the stripper.
Right. Oh, right.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, it's hard to get over that. You know what I mean?
And it was a stripper.
Right, which makes it even worse.
She probably would have been able to get over it if it was somebody
like a Hollywood chick.
Yeah.
Like if it was Rihanna.
Yeah. You have to be upset, but
so the stripper. So Rihanna's better than the stripper.
Yeah. Because it's like.
What about? Is that true?
It's like you hit a stripper raw.
So is it? So if your NBA baller husband had a baby with somebody else,
I don't care who
it would be better if it was a superstar
no, that's what I'm saying.
or
It sounds
unknown
ignorant.
stripper.
Why would you even listen to that? I don't
That's
care
why
if
I'm
it's
asking
Jesus
you.
Christ himself. I'm leaving.
You're leaving?
Absolutely.
Well, I like leave. Well, kind of.
Okay.
Nah, she kind of.
It's like I said, and I think we talked about
So you
this
said
before.
you leaving.
I said in a case of me, if my husband or boyfriend were to cheat, okay, that's one thing, and that's something that we even have to talk about. I'm not going to necessarily say I'm going to up and leave. Now, if you cheat and get somebody pregnant, I'm leaving.
Okay.
That's it. I don't care if she's Rihanna.
Wow.
I don't care if she's married. I don't care if she's Jesus Christ. I don't care.
Because of the baby.
My whole thing is absolutely you did.
So
okay.
what if she got an abortion?
Yeah, I know.
So then she didn't have a baby.
No,
Okay.
I had to think about that. Like, no,
Okay.
I'm still leaving. You didn't think enough about me
So
nor
it's the
yourself
raw
to get.
factor. It's the raw
Absolutely,
factor.
you didn't think enough about me to go have unprotected sex with somebody else and to just shoot up the club on top of it. Absolutely not. I'm leaving. Like, I felt like it's disrespectful.
What if it wasn't a club? It was just a
it's
lounge?
disrespectful. Period. Just to put that out there. What you say?
I said, what if it wasn't a club? It was just a lounge.
Shut up. It's disrespectful, period. But I feel like it's just the ultimate disrespect when you do that. Yeah. So I'm leaving.
Okay.
Period. And I just kind of feel like, dang, like you really didn't think about me at all, or yourself, much less. But you ain't think about me. So go ahead and be a father, and you do your thing. But now you got to think about it. If she decides to keep the baby too, now that's a whole nother thing we have to take into account.
But what if y'all have a kid together?
I'm still leaving.
Was you gonna take the kid?
We'll
I
have to
mean,
do joint
what are
custody,
you
whatever.
doing this for, though? So he's still gonna be around the kid. You can't stop him from seeing the kid. He's still
never
gonna be
do
around
that.
the new kid, the half brother kid.
I would never.
sister,
If we
whatever.
have children together, it's almost like if a relationship or marriage didn't work and we share kids. I will never keep my child away from their father unless it's for like safety reasons stuff. I'm not that woman. There's some women that do that. I'm not that woman. However, we are not going to be together. Yeah. You can still be a father to your child or children.
Done.
But I'm done. I'm not playing. And the problem is these women don't be knowing this. That's why Emily, I'm sorry to bring her up. She another one. Don't know. You just don't
know her
love
worth.
herself. And don't know her
She don't
self-worth.
know her worth.
When you know yourself,
How much is she worth?
Apparently nothing. The way that she, I mean,
Yeah.
I guess she got Fab to do
what's
a
wrong?
R&B album for her, but that's about all she got.
I like Emily.
I say I don't like her, but in my opinion, I don't think that she does
But
not
you're
know
a
herself.
therapist. You do some therapy on her.
In
DM
my
her
clinical
something.
opinion, okay,
She probably went to therapy.
does
Therapy
not-
probably
she
ain't even
probably
working for
did.
her.
She doesn't know her self-worth.
But what is her worth? Like, what's she going to do?
She needs to discover that and needs to really
How's
do
she
some
going to
soul
discover it?
searching.
She's going to be out there, just out there.
I feel like she's stifled in that relationship. There's no room for growth to even figure out her self-worth. She's to separate out or get out of that relationship.
She's probably afraid to be alone.
Yeah, she probably don't want to
could
be
be
homeless. She's living off of it. Come on now. Just you say, look, you know your
I'm
self-worth.
not gonna say she's that bad and she can't be
Give up
self-sufficient.
all the money that you have and just be your bum.
She's not gonna be homeless. They have kids. Oh, she's not gonna be homeless.
She ain't gonna be a bum?
No, No, she can't. She's gonna be able to be self-sufficient. She's not that bad.
You saw how he talked to her on camera, right? Imagine how he act when there's no cameras around. He might be willing to risk it all.
The whole point is
she'll get money out of him. One way or another, she'll get money.
Unlike Emily, I feel like she could use some therapy to really figure that out. Lala knows your worth. Ladies know your worth. Stop putting the men. And men too. I'm not going to be gender specific. Men and women know your worth. Don't put up with stuff that's not for you.
That is a fact.
Don't confuse the mixers.
With what?
Everybody ain't worth the same amount.
I agree.
Okay.
And
everybody ain't worth the same amount.
No, he's right though. And in that case,
you preaching this
I'm
thing.
Just saying.
You preaching this big mega church sermon to one of them little itty bitty.
Listen, Kay. For some people, we all have room for improvement. And there are some people out there who expect all this. Like, say they searching for somebody magnificent, but they ain't got the qualities to match that. You can do some self, reflection and work on those things.
And accept some cheating sometimes. Some people
no.
cheating.
No. At the end of the day, you could be really like trash. You don't accept anything that's not what you know of you, period. And you work on yourself. Just know your self-worth enough to know that this is something that you typically wouldn't put up with. Don't put up with it.
Fellas, just quit getting these strippers pregnant, bro.
That's the moral of the story. That's the moral of the story.
And listen, it's nothing against if any of our mixers are strippers. It's nothing against y'all. Okay, if you out here and you grinding, cool. But y'all just
clearly because you said Rihanna's better than the strippers, so you definitely was like bump the strippers. They ain't worth nothing.
If you can
I
get
was trying to patch it
Rihanna
up and make it nice.
or a stripper, yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
It don't matter who it is. Like that is not the moral of the story.
It's the moral of the story.
How about be faithful to your partner?
It's all good. If it's Alicia Keys, it's all good because nobody talks about Mashonda. Mashonda, that's her name, Mashonda? What's Swizz Beatz' first wife name? Mashonda?
Something like that. I don't
Okay,
know.
so everybody love Alicia Keys. Alicia Keys' club got shot up. No. It's a double standard. So Mello, he's trash because he messed with the stripper, right? And got her pregnant, right? Swizz Beatz. He was married with kids. Now he cheated on her, messed with Alicia Keys. Who
he's no better.
I don't understand her makeup thing. Something with the makeup.
It's a true story. If that's true.
No, it is a true story. This ain't no lies. It's a true story. She was married.
Okay,
he was married.
Well then he was wrong too. The moral of the story is just don't.
But listen, he cheated up though. He cheated up. So Alicia Keys, her worth was more. Mashonda's worth is less, and nobody cares about Mashonda, and everybody loves Alicia Keys.
Mixers don't listen to that. Yes.
Nah, he got.
I'm just lying. I'm just out here lying.
The moral of the
Nothing.
story.
Okay, so JC, I ain't address it.
Is
just be faithful, guys.
It's cool if she light skinned. Okay, I got it.
It's not about not getting anybody pregnant. Stop stepping out or just be single. It's okay to be single. Like, cool, if you really realize you can't do that. Because some people feel like you can't be monogamous. It's just not in our human nature to be. Yeah. And if that is your belief, that's fine. Just be single. It's okay. But you want to have your cake and I got this, my wifey here, but I got to have my... No, it doesn't work like that. And if you ladies or men, if you know you have a partner like that, you need to boogie. Don't try to feel like I could change him or her or that. No, just leave.
People still do that.
Do what?
Yeah.
Feel like they could change somebody.
Yeah, they're.
Oh, this is a crazy world.
Yeah.
Crazy world.
And it's because people fall in love with potential, which we need to stop doing that. Women fall in love with potential. No, you need to fall in love with what is or not. That's it.
If a man fall in love with potential, that'd be funny.
I feel like, but neither here or there.
Right.
Moving on,
man, to some news, some sad news too, man. This world is just really getting crazy. I feel like no matter what, the news that we bring to the Mixers is always something that's just sad. So, last week, on the 23rd, a University of Illinois at Chicago student, 19-year-old Ruth George, was raped and murdered. She was catcalled while walking to her car and ignored 26-year-old Donald Thurman, who didn't appreciate being ignored. So he followed behind her where he choked her to death and sexually assaulted her. That I don't understand why people don't know how to handle rejection.
It's hard to handle that. But
no, it shouldn't be that hard to where you have to kill someone and sexually assault them at the same time.
She really crushed his ego.
Everybody's ego gets crushed.
Some people really don't know how to take rejection. I mean, clearly in his case, he
being
didn't.
rejected should not lead you to where you have to kill someone.
No. But we clearly know. We now always say it's something mentally wrong here. You want to be like, well, I always gotta be mental illness. In this case, I do think there is some mental instability here. Most people who are like not mentally stable people are not gonna kill somebody because they got rejected. They may be like, fuck you, bitch, but they not gonna do all that.
I don't know, man.
Yeah, so
I just don't agree with it. Like I feel like I feel as though men and women need to know how to handle rejection.
So how do you handle rejection, Kid Six?
I'm fine with it. If I get rejected, I get rejected. I'm not about to be yelling out, oh, well, F you, you fat chick, or F you skinny. Like, I'm not going to do all of that. Get rejected, I get rejected. Now, if your friend want me, don't try to say I tried to pull up on you.
But she didn't want you anyway, so it wouldn't matter.
That's cool. So don't feel no type of way.
Who do struggle with rejection? What would you say to them? So they won't. So incidents like this won't occur if they are mentally stable. Like I said, I feel like you
can't talk to somebody who if you're diagnosing him with a mental illness, it's really no talking to that man.
There's some sadism. He's probably sadistic in some ways, I would say.
Yeah, it's really no talking to him.
But no, and not for mentally unstable people. It's a little more deep rooted. For someone who's more mentally stable, but don't know how to take rejection, because many of us don't. It hurts, right? What would you say to that person?
Get over it. If they don't want you, somebody else will.
That is.
Nah, but seriously. Yeah, like because you can't sugarcoat with people nowadays. Y'all be wanting to sugarcoat and just like
because some people
pussy step in it. No,
but some people internalize and say, "Hey, what's wrong with me?"
You know,
if you get rejected, a lot of you get over and over.
But the thing is that in life there is something wrong with you. You're not perfect, so there's always going to be something wrong with you. There's going to be something wrong with you. There's going to be something wrong with me. I'm not going to sit there and question myself like, oh, what's wrong with me? At this point, okay, cool. That's probably just a sign from God, like, yo, this is not the one for you. Keep it moving.
Yeah.
So I might encounter somebody who is 10 times better than the person I wanted before. Not gonna sit there and beat myself up about it.
So you just get a pat on back, keep pushing.
Yeah, just keep pushing. Now, I will be honest and say sometimes I would question myself with the type of girls that slide into my DMs on IG. Yeah, I question myself with that because it's like, do I attract this? Like, what's up? Why?
What kind of girls do you attract? Kid Six.
Pregnant women with kids.
Clearly you have thing against pregnant women shooting a shot because they pregnant.
Not so attractive.
They
cool. They, friends. Hey, but so yeah, but that's it.
How you gonna sit up here and say, you know what?
What?
I cannot with you. You know what? I feel, for any of these chicks that are the mixing this right now, listening, they just slid in your DMs. You just talked about them. You're terrible, yo.
Nah, man. Listen, you know
what? What?
Everyone isn't for everyone.
Okay.
That's it. I don't think I have on, in my bio looking to be a stepdad. I just don't understand.
I think you would probably understand that maybe you and probably some other men, they probably slid in their DMs too. So it probably isn't just you.
I know.
Okay. Right.
But I don't promote.
And just because they probably are looking for love. So pregnant women can't look for love because they're pregnant. I mean, I personally wouldn't at that point in time.
I don't even. Where's your baby dad? Maybe you just got pregnant. Like, why are you here?
Because maybe they were having issues before she got pregnant. It happens all the time.
Guess what? Take your pregnant ass out my DMs. That's it. I don't want it.
Well, I hope you don't respond that way because that rejection hurts.
Nah. I'm just be like, I ignore it.
That's not better.
Yeah.
Anyway.
I think it crushes you more when somebody, because on IG, since you don't have Instagram, like when you read the DMs and you don't respond, they can see that you've seen it, and it'll show
it's like
seen.
how Facebook is.
So it's
they
like
all run the same.
So it's like that could crush your spirit.
But you do that because you said you ignore them.
F it. F it.
You know what mixes you hear that? Y'all ain't missing nothing. Trust me, you ain't missing nothing. Keep it moving. You done rejected them. They like, good. We done dodged a bullet. It's okay. There's someone for everyone, guys.
Hey, listen, I'm good.
But don't go killing people. Like I said, that's just not.
Yeah,
okay.
it's really not that serious to where you have to go and rape someone and then take their life because you got rejected.
Yeah.
You know, I can only imagine how that family feels, especially, you know, their daughter being killed, 4 days before Thanksgiving?
I know how he looks. I didn't see a picture of him.
Who, the guy?
Yeah.
Black guy,
It's
dreads.
a black guy?
Yeah.
Oh.
I know you was her. I know.
I did. I always ask what race it
Yeah.
is. Okay.
Yeah, man. So it's just, it's sad. It's sad. So our condolences go out to the George family, man. And it's just sad. You have to be very strong, because I can tell you right now, if I were to face that man in court, ain't no telling what I would do.
Yeah, that's definitely a lot of anger.
Yeah.
I'm sure the parents had.
Yeah, it's something to where you really can't sit there and just be calm staring at that man.
And I mean, if, just the incident itself is sad, but when you hear the reason behind it,
right,
that's what makes you like have rage.
That is going to make you even more pissed off.
When you sexually assault her and then you
right.
killed her, like that's wild. It's really
but look,
sad.
and he got arrested because he went back a couple days after.
To do what?
Walking the campus because he was going to try it again.
Well, he'll probably be in jail for a long time.
And again, the dummy not realizing cameras are everywhere. Mm-hmm. So they saw him on the surveillance camera.
That's how he got caught?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It's just like, just dumb. Just dumb. So I hope that for something like this, they deserve the death penalty. Something like that, you deserve the death penalty.
I would
like
agree.
you couldn't even.
He probably won't get that. I mean, I don't know what the Chicago.
Yeah, I'm not sure how the laws are.
I mean, Illinois. Sorry, but to Chicago. But yeah, he may not get that, but I definitely see life.
Man, I'm
so
trying
now now he gonna never be able to shoot his shot now. That's sad.
Moving on, politics. Kamala Harris ended her presidential campaign today.
It's very sad.
Said it was sad?
Yeah, and one of my Facebook friends, shout out to Dave, I actually went to college with him, and I really want him to be a guest on the show one day. He's so intelligent.
Okay.
He wrote a lengthy post about why it's so disheartening that she did drop out. But I'll let you finish, and I wanted to read it.
Oh, okay. It was just I was just going to finish reading because I feel like a lot of people are questioning as to why she dropped out. But as I was reading, they said her numbers were low in the last recent months, and
especially among African Americans.
Yeah, and they said earlier today that financial pressures led her to end her bid.
So what he was saying is he was really affected by this, and mind you, he's a black male, right? Obviously, David, but his whole perspective was really interesting. So I was like, when I read it, I was just like, I have to read this. So he said, the truly disheartening news about Senator Kamala Harris' decision to suspend her campaign for president is difficult enough. But the real story here is that her announcement is a marquee example of what I imagine it feels like being a black woman in America. Here we have an incredibly accomplished and talented woman, educated, well-connected, self-aware, and self-assured, who has held to this exhonorable standards of womanhood and blackness, and she spent every day apologizing and fighting as a result. She worked hard, ascended to the role of being the chief law enforcement official in the most populous state of the union, and we tarred and feathered her for her record and conviction rate, particularly as it relates to black men. Make no mistakes, we challenged her for actually doing her job and being successful at that job. Nevertheless, she persevered and attempted to red dress when she was in a position to do that. It wasn't enough. She fell in love and married a man who lacks melanin in his skin. Despite her graduation from one of the nation's top historically black colleges and university, and her memberships in a premier organization founded over 110 years ago, proposed to advance an interest in African Americans and all mankind, we question her identity as a black woman. Nevertheless, she wore her blackness with pride and relegated with us with stories of how her identity and experience informs her purpose. We weren't satisfied. Repeatedly, she had to assert herself and prove her values in circles she wasn't welcome. Repeatedly, she had to explain past decisions and defend herself against baseless attacks from people who look like her or whom can relate to many of her experiences, while simultaneously navigating treacherous circles and systems, people included, which were designed and emboldened to assure her downfall. She kept going and succeeded anyway. We still found faults. Then today, after exhaustion from all the fighting, after feeling she lacked the support, after feeling the village, and he caps that, she needed, which of course is us, the most, was nowhere to be found. She decided that it was her time for her to sit down on the sideline because she's tired. Tired of the foolishness, tired of your bullshit, tired of defending, tired of being a black woman and being a black woman on the receiving end of relentless attacks, just tired. And for that, my heart is broken. As broken as she must feel, I challenge each and every one of you to question what your values are, to look at the candidates as flawed but capable, deserving of our respect for trying their damnness to make our living conditions better, for trying to serve us and not themselves. For the love that's all good and perfect, rally behind a candidate understanding that she or he isn't perfect, but who at least has the purity in spirit and servant mentality. I finish with this. I see you, Senator Kamala Harris. Thank you for trying. Thank you for caring. Thank you for being a reminder that you don't always get the results you desire, but that shouldn't stop you from dreaming and trying. I see you, black woman. I know this world is an incredible, difficult place for you, and I pledge to do my part to assure you are not only relegated in the sidelines as supporters. We will see you in full glory as the natural leaders, change makers, way makers out of no way. Incredibly impressive people that the Creator perfected just as you are. Stay encouraged, stay strong. Black Jesus love you, and so do I.
You work for the campaign?
No. Well written though, right?
No, I said, did he work for the campaign? That was a goddamn long.
It was, but he was feeling.
Yeah.
It was long. It was lengthy, but I actually read it.
Anytime I see something that's lengthy, I'm like, I'm not reading this.
It's just like the horse. You took the horse. Was like
It was lengthy, guys, but the message behind it, and that's what kept me intrigued. Message? That as a black woman in America, we just know, despite all of how hard we work, it just seems to go unnoticed. Period. All in a nutshell.
Is that how you feel? That's how you feel?
In comparison to our counterparts, which are black men and white men.
What
alike.
about? I initially really liked her. But the more I got to know her through her campaign, I felt like she wasn't the right person. I felt like, and this is the part that I understand what he was saying surface, but being specific to Kamala Harris, I felt like, and we've all seen people that don't connect with us, even though we have some of the same experiences, but it just doesn't gel. They seem awkward. It seems like they're trying too hard to communicate with us or to fit in, and she gave me those vibes.
Yeah, I felt
and
the
that's
same
it. But I think people liked her.
Because he was saying that she felt like she had to try to prove herself, which I feel like she shouldn't have to do that.
She
like,
just been
be
herself.
Who you are.
She wasn't being herself. She was trying to. She did the thing like Hillary was. She ain't do the exact thing, but remember how Hillary had the hot sauce and I'm talking about that. When you do that. That doesn't connect, and I felt like she was trying, like she was talking about smoking weed and the song,
right,
Snoop, that kind of. She really went like she lost the hood when that happened, And when you lose the hood, it's hard to get the hood back. Yeah. Kanye can't get the hood back, right?
Kanye still got some.
I'm saying Kanye can't get the hood back. And Kamala, she is in Baltimore what we call like a county girl, but she's trying to act like she a city girl. But she's from the county. And so instead of being county, she's trying to be hood. How can we really
say she act like? We don't really know this woman's experiences.
She wasn't connecting, though. I'm saying you ran down where she went to school. You know her experiences. You know the circle she kept, right?
I feel like you could tell when somebody's being authentic and when they're just
Michelle Obama is authentic.
OD.
Yeah.
Authentic.
I can agree with that.
You know what I'm saying? And if Michelle Obama was running, everybody would support it. Would be no question. It would be nothing. It would be we'd be motivated. And just because you are a black woman doesn't mean that her job as a prosecutor, she's excellent, right? Mm-hmm. But because she's a prosecutor, that comes with a certain stigma.
But
we ain't gonna support the prosecutor in certain areas. And they were
saying with her, she had to. She was behind a lot of incarceration of a high percentage of African American males, but she was doing her job. So we have to criticize her and condemn her now in her presidential campaign because of the job that she was doing.
Yeah.
I think that's unfair.
Certain steps you take is not going to put you in a position where people are going to be popular. You're going to be popular to people. Yeah, she did her job.
That's understood. People
if you the undertaker or if you the meter maid, there's certain jobs where people are like, I don't like you doing your job, but we don't like people to do that particular job.
But I don't think that should be the reason why you don't, support her, because she was doing her job in one specific area. That has nothing to do with her presidential campaign.
I don't think it was just that though. Like,
no, I don't think it was just that, but that was a big part of it.
What we realized was that what we noticed out of her was, again, like he mentioned, she was trying too hard. Like as if you're not already black. So why are you trying to try harder?
Apparently people they questioned that. They questioned her blackness. Of course, with her marrying her white husband, that didn't help.
I mean, people are going to marry outside of their race. This is 2019. People need to get over it at this point.
Well, people are not getting over a lot of stuff.
I mean, apparently we live in a sensitive ass world at this point. But she was just trying too hard. Should have just went in there and just be yourself.
I don't think that's the sole reason why her numbers were low. I think it was a combination.
I mean, it's a lot. We not behind the scenes, so we wouldn't be able to, really.
But this is the thing. She dropped out for one reason. There's only one reason. She dropped out because they didn't have enough money. And the reason why I didn't have enough money is because of all the things that we're saying. Because she didn't connect. Because she's got to go to these places. Like the early states are white states, right?
Yeah.
If you don't have, but President Obama won these same states. So there's a way that you can maneuver. But you got to know how to maneuver.
He had more leverage because he's a male?
No.
Oh, okay.
No, because Hillary won these states as well. And I'm telling you, I love using Michelle Obama as an example.
Hillary's a white
because
woman.
Michelle Obama is unapologetically black, right? Mm-hmm. She could win those white states. She would have the support of the hood.
She is unapologetically black because we never questioned that. We've questioned Kamala Harris since the beginning of time.
But you look at people, you feel them out. She talked. She walked. We heard her speak. Michelle Obama, I'm talking about. And you just knew it. You could feel it. She wasn't trying to be, let me try to be down. Let me say something for my AKs. Let me try to say something for my, let me say something to the hood.
Stuff,
you know what I mean? She ain't talk like
very
that.
Small piece.
And her laugh was whack. She was like, ah. You're like, what the hell? It wasn't that funny. She was that girl.
But I really don't think it. I really don't think it had
anything to do with her.
It was fun.
Nah, it didn't. It really didn't have anything to do with her being a woman.
I thought he had some valid points.
He did.
Yeah.
They just didn't all apply to her.
Had nothing to do with it. When you really think about it, black women would love to see a black woman as the head honcho in the White House.
Definitely.
Yeah, but we went even with that. Even if Michelle Obama were to run, I don't think she would win. I don't think America's ready for a black woman.
She would definitely win.
She would so win.
She would definitely win.
How about I still think Donald Trump might win the second election? That's what I think. So y'all saw right
at the rate right now. Yes,
absolutely.
Because he can mop and he would have mopped the floor with Kamala Harris. If Kamala Harris was the nominee, it would have set black women back 20 years because he would have because she would not have been able to compete because he's charismatic. He's a lot of things, but he has charisma and he can talk quick.
Still don't think
she can't do that.
White America is ready for African American female to be
the right one. Yes.
Period.
White America wasn't ready for a black president, but they got it.
The right one. We weren't ready for Jesse Jackson, but they was ready for Obama because Jesse Jackson was
let me just
was
tell
not
y'all this.
inclusive of
There
all
was
the white
a
people.
lot of a hate for Obama being in the office, and you'd be surprised there were a lot of black people who say he had done nothing for it. Now I don't agree with that, but there were
80% of the hate comes from black people from Obama.
Oh, you said from black people?
Right now.
That's 80%. What I'm saying. There was a lot of them. Yeah. So
ain't no surprise. It's just sad.
Yeah, I don't think that America in general is still ready for an African American female. Just I would love to see it, but I don't think that will happen.
You wouldn't have voted for Kamala Harris if she was.
I don't think I wouldn't have voted for her because I just don't think that she could beat Trump. To be honest, I do think Joe Biden has the numbers to do it. He may not necessarily be the best candidate either, but I'm just saying you're not feeling Joe Biden either.
No.
Who are you feeling?
Nobody. That's why I think Trump's gonna win again. Yep. And I'm not happy about it. But none of those people that's left, Cory Booker can't be because you got to debate Trump in order to win, and none of them can't even debate him. Elizabeth Warren, which she can't do.
Oh well, if he is to win, I don't know what's expected for the next 4 years. But
who? Trump? Same thing as these.
Yeah.
Corruption.
Okay. But that's the take on that. But shout out to David for that lengthy post.
Very lengthy.
It was lengthy, but I read the post, and apparently a lot of other people read it too. How many people read it? He got 30 likes. For that.
They probably skimmed it, saw nothing but positivity. Like, all right, okay, Black Queen, all right, yeah, he representing.
You know, there's some people. Which I say.
Black sister.
There's some people that don't read lengthy
like
posts on Instagram. On social media. No.
You scroll right through that.
What is it for? But see, no, if you got, I think it's based on the individual. He writes these 3 points daily. I guess not even affirmations. The last one's like an affirmation, but this is how his posts are. So if you follow him, you're expected to read a lengthy post. Okay, I like his posts.
That's what's up.
Yeah, but
shout
that's
out
just
to
me.
You. Moving on to some entertainment, and this was something that you had wanted to touch on. And I'm pretty sure a lot of people were, wondering, what this was.
I still don't know.
Yeah, I'm still not sure either. But Billy D. Williams, he came out as a gender fluid. So I'm pretty sure a lot of people were extremely confused. And I looked it up in Google. I'm not really sure if this could be the proper definition for it. But it's a person who does not identify themselves as having a fixed gender.
It kind of coincides with gender identity.
Yeah.
In a sense.
I was surprised, to hear that Billy D. Williams.
Why were you surprised?
I don't know. I don't know. I guess it's just because Billy D. Williams, the smooth guy.
But he's not saying. But he's not saying he's just not just male. That doesn't take away his characteristic traits.
Yeah, no, I understand that, but I guess I don't know. I would really want to sit down and talk to him to have a better understanding as to why would
identifies as gender fluid.
Yeah,
because gender is a social construct. It is. There's sex. We all know that. X and Y chromosomes. But then there is gender. That's why we have our gender identity. People identify with whatever. Man, woman. And in his case, either or. You give me the crazy look. He's a us. I guess if that's what to be honest, I am not the expert in the gender fluidity thing.
If anyone knows, man, call in and let us know, school us, educate us on it, 404-436-1277. But I really wouldn't. Yeah, I would not.
So I think more the argument for people say, what is the difference between gender and sex? Because people would think, well, that's the same thing, right?
True.
So I want to. That's a discussion I actually want to have. What is the difference between the two? So, like I said, I'm not an expert in that, so I'm not even gonna try to speak on something that I don't know.
Facts, yeah,
and then I'm misinformed. I hate doing that. I definitely hate people who do that. So, I would like for us in the future to really get down with the whole gender fluid and talk about it and what it means and the difference between the two.
Definitely, and if someone is
or someone who is
come on the show. even if someone who is highly educated on it, who's a part of the community or even not a part of the community but is still educated on it.
Google pulled it up because Google knew that I wanted to talk about it.
Man, feel free to get in the mix with us because we would really like to be educated on this because we never want to seem ignorant to something.
Well, of course, Google says in general terms, sex refers to the biological differences, like I said, between male and females, such as the genitalia or genetic differences. Gender is more difficult to define, but it can be referred to the role of the male or female in society, known as gender role or individual concept of their selves, which is gender identity or gender fluid. It's interesting.
Very.
What are you?
Very interesting.
What are you, Kid 6? Are you a man? You're a woman? You're both?
I'm a man.
Okay.
So I mean we'll definitely try to do as much research on that as we can, and keep you guys in the mix with that. And moving on, D Wade was catching some heat for defending his son's sexuality. Now there was a picture that was floating around of D Wade, his daughter, and his son, and his wifey. His son is seen wearing a crop top, and what you think he had on were acrylic nails.
Yes.
Now
here's
my thing.
They could be the Lee press-ons. Why they got to be the acrylics?
Hey, whatever they are. Now here's my thing. I'm all for Dwayne Wade defending his child and what his sexual preference is. Cool. We need that because when you see a lot of young kids who are a part of the LGBTQ community at a young age that don't have that type of support system, suicide rate is extremely high.
Yeah.
When you really think about it.
Yeah.
If they have that support system, they would still be here and enjoy life the way that they are. But only thing now, there are times where you could put your foot down and just say no. And I feel as though he could have put his foot down and said no to the nails and no to the crop top.
Okay, so there's two different arguments.
What's your argument?
I agree. If people are not talking about that at all, they're not talking about, well, he's too young to have nails in a crop top. No one other than us actually brought that up that I saw.
What were they bringing up?
The fact that he's a man or a young male with nails in a crop top and that he's gay. I read someone's ignorant. He said, look, I know Dwayne Wade, supporting his son, whatever, but I'm sure when he goes to sleep at night, he's feeling all types of bad. And I'm like, that's terrible. Like, people are still in 2019, soon to be 2020. People are still on this whole homosexuality thing. I just don't think it's something that would be accepted fully, especially in our community.
I mean, it's a lot of things that
despite the high rate of...
It can't be accepted fully. Because you got,
religious folks.
You got a big crowd that's super religious and is never going to embrace that.
But I mean,
and that's one thing. Again, you have your own beliefs, but don't they're literally like giving Dwayne Wade like heat for supporting his son.
Like Miami Heat.
Alone.
Like
the Miami Heat.
Like how you did that.
To be honest with you, I feel like at this point, his son isn't going to change. He likes what he likes, and that's fine. He's accepted that. Y'all would give him more heat for not supporting his son and being a father who's turning his back.
Because you have some of those people who will be like, how could you not support your son? And
right.
Blah, blah, blah. So,
so I mean, you have to commend the man, but it's just certain things where it's like you can draw the line. Like, I don't think your child will hate you for the rest of their life, because you said no.
So what if he had his but let's be fair. If he had his nails painted a certain color, he would still get heat. It's not even the fact that they're acrylic nails.
You know what? If his regular nails were painted, fine, do that. But the fact that you want to have nails, actual nails, all right, like, come on. I understand. This is your belief. That's cool.
Maybe that's
but
his expression. Like, he wants to wear nails.
I mean, how expressive do you really need to be? Like, at that young age, be an 11-year-old. That's cool.
I mean,
if you
these
want to
celebrity lives are very different than ours.
They are.
You know?
Extremely. But
I feel like they only hold them to the same standards.
But at this point,
I don't think it makes it wrong. It's not a right or wrong. It's opinion.
It's not right or wrong, but I just feel as though, in my opinion, cool. If my child wants to, if this is their sexual preference, all right, cool. But I'm just saying, yo, you don't have to have these nails on or a crop top. I approve of your sexuality, cool, but the nails and the crop top, all right.
Think about how these celebrity kids are living, though.
No, because you have to really think about it, because at this age, this is started now to where he's wearing the nails and he's wearing the crop tops. But who's to say by 12 or 13, he's sitting there trying to talk to his dad about a whole sex change?
Well, he on that road. He's on that road. Yeah.
I
mean, he's on that.
So when's it appropriate?
He's on that EJ road.
Yeah.
He's on that EJ road.
When is it appropriate age to have a sex change? Dad?
Not at 12.
Not at 12.
No, not at 12.
No, I mean, come on. We know that.
Like you're a young child at this point. I feel as though, like,
just okay. Oh,
if that's
that is so.
No, he's 100%
generalized.
right. No.
How can you make that assumption just because he's wearing nails at 11 by 15, 16, he's going to get the sex change?
I just said, who's to say that he probably would not want to? I'm not saying that it could happen, but it could possibly happen.
A lot of things could possibly happen.
It could possibly, because Magic Johnson's son got one, right?
Or he's somewhere.
No, he doesn't.
He's somewhere on a path to something. But I mean, he's a grown man. He's a grown man.
But he's grown. But because that's where I'm really going to have to draw the line. Like, no, at a young age, you're not getting that. You're not getting that.
So what's the appropriate age to get a sex change?
If you...
The doctors determine that.
Choose to do so, like...
Your father
in your
parents.
20s. In your 20s.
Adult. How about adult?
Yeah.
Here's something. We talked about this topic yesterday. Let me ask y'all this, okay? Yeah. What's his name? Zion. Okay, Zion, 12 years old, right? Mm-hmm. Let's pretend that Zion was an actual girl, right? And she was 12 years old, right? I wouldn't let my daughter 12 years old be dressed like that either.
Well, like I'm saying, for me,
you know what I'm saying?
I wasn't able to wear nails until I was like in high school.
You would be like, hold up, you ain't doing that. Your mother wear that kind of stuff. No, take them nails
off.
I'm
just thinking,
take that off. Bring the top, bring the shirt down.
Northwest had makeup on and all that. Can you think how these celebrities are living? Yeah. Like they just different lives.
But that don't make it right.
Old school parents wouldn't approve of it.
No, they probably wouldn't. No, they wouldn't. But we're in 20,
wouldn't approve of it. But yeah, when you have these Hollywood,
there are a lot of young little girls at like 5, 6 getting their nails painted, and my mother would die. Like we couldn't get our nails painted that young. You see a lot of little girls in nail salon getting their nails done. So it's just a different age, a different generation. Yeah. So yeah, the people in there's a lot of things you do that your mother probably wouldn't approve of, but it's a different time, right?
Such as?
I'm just saying in general. I'm sure
he's
because
grown, though.
It doesn't matter.
It does matter if you're grown or
I'm
not.
Just saying, like, I'm just making a point about it's just a different generation, different time. So you talk about these old school parents, it's just a different time. But there's still things even at my age that my mother would probably be like, no, because of how she was raised. So I mean, we can't compare.
You can't compare
old and new generation. It's different times.
If the result of society is different and it's for the worst, you can compare. You start to you a therapist, you a counselor, right?
Yeah.
So let's work this. This is the problem. Now let's talk about the solutions. What caused the problem? Why is society like it is? Because this things got lax.
Traditional ways of thinking does not apply to the new age 2019.
It's not being applied or doesn't
It's just
apply.
not applied.
It's not being applied. That's a difference.
We're just in a different generation. Think about it like this. Like even kids today, think about what they were doing in comparison to what we were doing when we were younger. Think about it. It's just completely different. Completely different.
If we don't put
we
a cap on some of the stuff, the world just gonna blow up.
Bikes, climbing on trees. Kids today are not doing that. They're in the house playing a PlayStation or on their social media.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, that's a whole nother argument.
And they dying quicker, and that's why they dying quicker.
It's different. It's just not.
We got to pull it back.
Understand, like me personally, and y'all can agree or disagree, but I don't really approve of like little girls at such a young age wearing weave.
I agree with that.
I don't approve
but
of it.
There are some parents in day and age who think it's
some people
fine.
smoke crack
because those parents are still kids themselves. When you really think about it, you have kids having kids. So of course they going to allow that, because if they were young and doing that, then they're going to allow that.
I just think that there's just times have changed. And I'm not saying I would do that with my child. I'm just saying I'm necessarily not going to like judge somebody else because they choose to raise their children in this new day and age.
I'm not judging anyone, because people are going to do what they want to do. They're, but I just
and I think celebrity lives are just a little bit different than ours. I don't know. I just
yeah,
feel like
I mean, yeah. It's a whole
they're just
nother.
not I'm saying they're not held to the same standards because they're human. They are. I just feel like they just live a different lifestyle than we do. So, do we look at, like I said, when Northwest was cool with like the makeup and stuff? I mean, some people had something to say about it because we are, but I just think in this celebrity world, it's just a little different.
Look at it like this: you're allowing your son to wear the crop tops and the nails, right? At 11 years old. Now they do have a daughter. Now, who's to say that once the daughter reaches that age and she wants to do it, they're saying no? How can they deny her that but allow him to do it?
You just bringing up stuff that doesn't happen.
But
you don't know that they may.
But I'm just saying, what if
they allow their daughter to wear a crop top? They allow their son.
But you really don't know.
And here's the thing.
And I'm just saying, and again. Yeah, and again, I'm just saying,
biased,
and I'm saying, what if? Like,
but but here's another thing we're not taking into consideration. They did take a house photo, so he could have just been in the house. How do we know he wore that out and about?
I'm pretty sure he wore that out.
We don't know. I'm saying they were in the house. They took a family photo in the house.
Yeah, just like you don't know if once the daughter reaches a certain age that they're going to dub her wearing a crop top and nails.
No, I don't know that, but I'm saying, but we from what we do know, this is a factual that they were in the house.
Yeah, for now. They could have been going out.
Could have been. We don't know that. So I'm just.
They were dressed like they was going out.
A lot of people wear clothes in the house. Some people wear their shoes in the house.
The only time people were dressed up, only time people were dressed up and in the crib taking pics is when Thanksgiving. And guess what? They're still dressed to go to another house.
But he doesn't look like
from that house to another house.
Can he put a picture up again? I want to see exact. I want to like assess this like picture
to
see.
Let's assess this.
Yeah, let's assess this because y'all OD.
And wildin'. Now we OD.
Like they look mad, like comfortable. That's
First
something
of all,
with lounge gear.
That's not even a lounge shirt that he has on. That looks like a H&M shirt. Extremely familiar.
But I'm saying these celebrities
you're not lounging in the crib with that bright ass outfit that Gabrielle Union got on.
There's lounge outfits like that, like Fashion Nova and stuff.
The baby girl got on Uggs. The baby girl got on Uggs.
They still took a photograph, so they gotta look like something. But who's to say they were not?
Because they was about to dip. Family photo, y'all, before we dip.
Look, he reached. He have his like. He has his like hand up, so it pulled up the shirt a little bit. The crop top is not even. All right, so I'm saying, so if he pulled his arm down, it's not that croppish. Is croppish a word?
It's croppish.
It's not that bad, you guys. Y'all are OD. It's not even like, look, you can barely, its belly button is like showing a little bit. Yo, that crop, if he put his hand down, it's not that croppish. It's a new word I just came up with.
But listen, I don't, either way.
It's not that bad. Like he look like he's not going nowhere.
He going out.
The point is that people were not criticizing the photo because of his age. They were criticizing it because of his sexual identity.
Listen, people need to understand. Those are the ignorant folks. They need to understand at this day and age, man, people are going to have their sexual preference, whatever. Yeah. Just got to understand it and respect it. It's not you. It's not bothering you. It's not affecting you. So why should it matter?
Yeah, because like we said, people are never going to accept homosexuality.
Because the ones who are questioning it, they have folks in their family that are a part of that community.
Yeah, it's true.
So it's like, come on. Just get rid of all that ignorance.
What? You need not to talk about nobody being ignorant. You was the same one who said that you cannot call another man handsome. Can you call another man handsome?
What the hell does that have to do with anything?
No. You cannot call another man handsome.
No.
Can we not even get on this subject? Like,
that's crazy. Like, what are you talking about?
let's move on. She
what you think, Aaron? Could another man call another man handsome? What's your opinion?
What's his name? Zion can. Zion Wade can. But Dwayne Wade wouldn't say LeBron look handsome today, yo.
Anyway,
moving on.
Looking kind of handsome there, LeBron.
Old stuff. Anyway, Lizzo has been, making folks feel uncomfortable as of late with her nude photos. Yeah. You have some. Yeah. Now here's the thing. The reason why some folks are feeling uncomfortable is because she's a part of the BBW community. So they feel like BBW women should not. We got a caller. Caller, you in the mix?
Oh, yeah. Listen, man, I just wanted to know if I was in the mix with Kid 6 and Leah. This is your boy, Shot-Town's Finest, man. What's going on?
Hey! What's up, Steve?
Shot-Town's Finest. What's good, bro?
Look, man, I had to make sure I called in, man. I'm back on road, man. On my way back out there, I had to let y'all know.
Okay. All
right, man. Hey, safe travels, bro. Safe travels. We were actually talking about Lizzo and her nude photos and how she has a few people a bit uncomfortable. How you feel about that?
Look, man, cause the thing about Lizzo is, I'm happy she's comfortable in her body and all of that.
Yeah.
But it's the fact that she acting like, she putting it out there a little bit too much. She laying it on a little bit too thick. Now, don't, like, if you got a problem with it or if you don't, that's on you. But I feel like it's like she's doing it out of spite of the fact that she thinks people got a problem with it. And most people, I don't think, would care as much as she think they do.
Yeah.
I 100% agree with you, C. I do. And I say this to say that we get it. And I think Dan is kind of the doing too much. I don't think she's doing it for attention, but I do think she's doing it for like I don't really care what y'all think about me, and I'm going to put myself out there anyway. And it's like, girl, okay, you big, you beautiful, rock on. But we got the message.
Yeah.
I feel like even if somebody was a thin girl who was doing the same thing, I would say you're doing too much.
Facts.
So I agree with you.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, man.
Cause
it's from when she made the new pics with the cheeks out and all of that. Like, I'm good. Like, I don't really want to see all of that. I'm like, I think most people are.
But now again, see, there were some people and males in particular who were like still bashing her body size and was just saying like putting up the throw up emojis and it's just too much. It's just, you seen that? It's just disgusting. And so some people were still body shaming. So I think she's still feeling that. But I do question how confident is she really? I do question that.
I feel like she's extremely confident at this point because if she wasn't confident, I don't think she'd really do that pose. No.
Yeah. She's not the first artist of her size, and like a lot of the other artists, they didn't do stuff like that. They didn't even have to. Like, it's almost like at this point, a lot of people know her more for doing all of this stuff than they know for her music. I don't really know any of her music, but I remember that picture of she had with the cheeks out. They said her cheeks looked like Homer Simpson lips, and it did. I don't want to see that.
Homer Simpson lips.
I say this to say because you know how people boast themselves up so much, be the people who are really super insecure inside. And I do question that with Lizzo. Like, I do. I feel like people who are super, super confident are really not that confident. Or the people that say they got it like that really don't got it like that.
I really don't think she's insecure with herself. I feel as though, like, at a young age, she probably was, but just started really embracing it. The fact that, like, okay, yeah, I'm plus size, and so what? What a skinny girl can do, I can do it.
Lizzo, but you're not the only one that's plus size doing this.
That's
Maybe
a fact.
this is back in the 90s when you was trying to make a statement, because there were, of course, women super small that were modeling. Okay, girl, again, new age, just different times. There are a lot of plus size models out here doing it. It's no longer a statement. Like, okay, we've all big women, little women, curvy, whatever. You ain't got to make the statement no more. We got it. All right?
Difference now.
It is. It's more accepted to be.
She don't got to do all of that.
No.
That's a fact.
It's accepted now. So rock on and stop doing too much.
Word.
Yeah.
And to not even be biased towards her and her size, is other women smaller than her with different bodies than her that also don't got to do that. So it's not like
that's a fact.
Anybody trying to make
right.
Ain't nobody trying to make it
Nah, some skinny girls don't need to be modeling.
They don't.
Yeah.
I mean,
They be looking, hey,
You know that?
Not that they should not be
People
modeling.
still talk
Kids.
crazy.
That they were talking
talk
about doing
crazy about
like
these
exploiting
videos.
yourself frequently.
I mean, yeah.
In that way.
Some of them be looking a little crazy.
She looking
be
crazy
alright.
because she posted nude, not because she big.
No, I didn't say that she was looking crazy.
No, I'm just saying you talk about skinny. Never mind. Anyway, I 100% agree. She's just gotta have to just cool out and not do as much as she's doing.
Mm-hmm.
Love yourself, and we get it, Lizzo. I like you said. See, I feel like she think more people are attacking her for her body size, but that's not the case. Just
Oh yeah, and I seen y'all talking about Dwayne Wade and his son too.
What's your thoughts on that?
Yeah, man. Oh no. So D Wade, that's my boy. He's Chi-Town's finest too. So I always got to ride with my boy from the city, man. But his son is a kid, man. He's a little kid. So let that man raise his son. Let that business be their business, man. If he comfortable doing whatever he's doing, it ain't like anything is gonna change with his son. So like, what do you want? What do they really expect Dwayne Wade to do?
Right.
Like if that's how his son is, so that's how he gonna treat him. He's still gonna love him like a father.
Mm-hmm.
He's still gonna do what he needs to do. And the last thing you need, especially when you're pretty much a public family like that, is for the internet to be wilding out on him, especially since we know we got a lot of like gay people and stuff like that. They be committing suicide because of stuff like that.
Right.
So we definitely don't want nothing like that.
Yeah.
I agree,
My
man.
boy D Wade rock. Let my man D Wade enjoy his retirement. He got all the time in the world to spend with his kids now.
That's a fact. That is a big fact. I'm glad we got you on the phone because we could touch on a bit with Future being out the country with the finesse queen herself, Lori Harvey.
Oh man, this is about to be the battle, the brawl for it all.
So what you think, bro?
Future and Lori,
You think Future hit that?
I mean, look, at the end of the day, do I think he did? In my personal opinion, I don't even think that's the question. The question would be, do I think she did? If anything, I mean, you could ask. They cut from a similar cloth, so you can kind of ask that question from either side. And
Yeah.
I would lean more towards but I also understand that it's a chance we might not know for sure.
Facts.
Because of the type of people that, really because of the type of person she is. I think she that low key where we'll never know. We can assume.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And I think we would be coming right if we said we did. But I mean, the fact that it wouldn't be as obvious as it is most of the time with other chicks that Future mess with, I think that's the win. That's the win for both of us if they really are getting down like that.
Yeah. See, I was thinking, I'm like, you know what? I don't think he did hit, but if he was to hit, if she did let him hit, because we probably wouldn't have known that they was out of the country together if he wasn't posting her on his social media. She wasn't even posting my man's. So if he did hit, he was probably sprung off the punani already. He was like, oh yeah, let me go ahead and post her up real quick.
It's their second time talking.
It's the second time?
They started talking last year, and then they stopped, and she got betrayed, and then she got another dude, and then she got supposedly dating.
Oh yeah. When she was ducked off in the car with Trey Songz, right?
Yeah.
Right.
She had a baby on her, so she left.
I'm just trying to figure out if.
Oh, I forgot about that. So my answer is definitely yeah.
Oh yeah.
I forgot all about that.
Oh man. Damn, this is their second time around. All right, yeah, then he better hit.
You know how they gonna do. As long as they not caught on camera like her and Trey was.
Yeah.
It's just speculation in their eye.
Very true, man. But they gonna be caught on camera because Future gonna be taking pics and posting her.
Oh yeah, see.
So he not even being discreet. He ain't even
He probably got old pics.
Yeah, my man's got to do better.
Together a couple weeks ago before he posted the picture.
What's your take on that? How you feel about Lori?
Why you laughing, Eric? Slow down, Lori.
Hey,
That's all I'm gonna tell her. Just slow down. Whether she whether she humping or not humping, I just think just being affiliated with so many men so soon, so early, slow down a little bit. Even
Listen.
again, now some people believe in the whole serial dating. There's nothing wrong with like dating different people. I don't think there's anything wrong with that, but you just kind of know what comes
that's
with
the
it.
point.
Huh?
Her affiliation to a lot of these men.
Mm-hmm.
She's being affiliated with a lot of men that are not known for just messing with chicks that they not
Right.
having sex with. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, but
Right, I
but
think-
regardless though, you know, more power to her because clearly she a hot commodity.
Clearly. Apparently she is. But
Definitely a hot commodity out here.
Lori must got that grade A.
But I feel like, but not even Lord, there's so many people that's been like, not like say passed around, but dated different people in the industry.
I mean, that's what the industry is. It's
That's what I'm
almost
saying.
like
So
the
it's not just
industry.
her.
The industry is like a big ass high school that everybody's going to
right.
mess. Like no matter what, you know, you going to get passed around no matter what. Your freshman
that's
year,
the
you might have
thing,
messed with a
like,
junior.
I don't-
That junior done already messed with the seniors and
I'm
everybody
just different.
before him.
Like, I don't really, if I know, it's one thing when you don't know, but if I know you mess with this, I don't want you. That's kind of how I feel. If I know that. Like, I know her, and I know her. I'm good off that.
Yeah, that's
you
what.
know,
Like, yo, that's how I don't see how these basketball players can mess with the same chick. Like, I would hate at the
yeah,
fact that like,
you kind of know. Like, it's the one thing you don't know, but when you do know,
I would
it's
hate
like,
at the fact that like, yeah, either my teammate or I'm going against somebody and they cross me up or dunk on me and then they be like, yeah, that's why I
and
fucked
that's the
your
thing.
bitch.
I feel like by the time
That's
when Lori is,
disrespectful.
when she's like wants to get serious with somebody, niggas gonna look at her
See,
like, damn, girl.
The thing is, it's like high school, except for in class, the book y'all studying is act like a lady, think like a man. She already got the cheat code. She got all the answers already.
Facts.
I mean, shout out to Lori, but I'm good off the serial dating. That's not teacher's own. I mean, it ain't for Aaliyah, but you know, good for her. So I'm saying she got the cheat code that works for her, and some other people who are cool with it. There are some people who just not saying they're not cool. It's just not for them. So, hopefully she may find her one, but by that time, sheesh. I mean, people she done been through. Before she find me, I guess in life, a lot of people go through a lot before they find their one, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's hard. It kind of makes it hard
To
because
find your what?
if she find like say if she decides that she really wants to, you know, settle down and whatnot. If it's with someone
makes
who's
it
not in the
difficult
industry,
because-
that
Whenever
person
she
might
makes
feel
that decision.
insecure. He's gonna be insecure.
Whenever she makes that decision, I guarantee she's gonna have a line of people always trying to get parts.
Oh,
She gonna
yeah.
have to pick her pick of the litter.
Hell yeah, that's a fact.
He's gonna feel insecure,
know.
or maybe not. Maybe he's not gonna want to mess with her because he feel like she messed with too many people.
Facts.
It go that way too.
Yeah.
So,
Hell
you
yeah.
know, yeah.
Yeah, man. So you know what time it is now. It's now time for Whose Mans Is This?
Yep.
See, I know you were home. I'm pretty sure you probably encountered a few that needed a Whose Mans Is This.
Oh yeah.
The first one we're gonna start with is A1 dressing up with a damn diaper posing with his son.
Oh my God.
Yo, bro, like you went from a blonde wig looking like a black Justin Bieber. He reminded me of a black Johnny Quest. That's what I got from him with that wig. To now this diaper. Like what's going on? What is going on with this man at this point?
You see what I'm saying?
I
Man, I don't know.
That man, I feel like he ain't been right since he found out his girl messed with what's his name? Safari. He ain't been right ever since.
All right. At first, when I looked at it,
True.
yeah. So I get what we really expecting. Now I forgot about that.
Yeah, like
So-
my man's got to do better out there. So he's definitely getting a Whose Mans Is This? Because this grown ass
At
man
first, I
right
kind
here.
of thought like,
Hey,
maybe
who mans
this
is this?
being funny.
Oh, man, is
Maybe
this?
not. I did. I seen it. I seen it.
He gotta do better, man. C, who you got to bless with a Whose Mans Is This?
Yeah, it was crazy because you know what I'm saying. I done been home, and I done seen some things. I gotta bless. It was a Thanksgiving guest. A Thanksgiving guest we had. You know, I was over at one of my cousin's crib, and it's funny that we was just talking about my man's dressed up with the diaper on. This man might as well have been doing the same thing because I caught one of my cousin's friends in the room. He was watching the Baby Shark video by himself. It wasn't no little kids in there, nothing. He just in there having a blast watching the Baby Shark video. I think he might have been inspired by the Men's Day one. I don't know.
Yo.
But I truly don't know whose man's that is.
Oh yeah, nah, we definitely gotta bless him with a whose man's is this, cause I can't.
Hey, whose man's is this?
A grown ass man watching Baby Shark
Oh,
in the room by myself.
I think he was singing the song.
Yeah, nah, not at all, not at all. Who's your whose man's is this?
All right, so our wonderful friend Brandon. We always gotta bring up Brandon.
Oh my gosh.
He made a post.
Oh yeah.
And said,
whose man's is this Hall of Famer?
Yes. But shout out to him. He made a post on his page, of course. You know he has a lot of conservative followers. And he asked, would you date a liberal? And one of his conservative friends said, I would fuck one, excuse my language, but not date one. So she proceeded to say the reason why, because her ex-boyfriend was pretty much lazy because he was a liberal. And that's why she was trying to build and go places, and he wasn't. She referenced that because he was
Yeah,
right.
whose man's is this?
essentially. So I said, girl, your boyfriend was just lazy because he was just damn lazy. It had nothing to do with the fact of his political
Facts. Like,
party.
what?
So she
Nah.
straight up said, I ain't trying to call her out, but I definitely did. And I told her she might be tuned in. You're getting a whose man's is this?
Nah,
for that.
yeah, she need one.
whose man's is this?
Shout out to her.
She gotta do better.
Who says that though?
Whose man's is this?
That's essentially her thought process, Katie. Yeah, we try to live off the government, our food stamps, and our independence. What card is it? It's called independence card, the yellow card.
Nah, she
Yeah.
gotta do better, man. And the final whose man's is this definitely has to go to my little cousin, man. Listen,
Oh man.
excuse me. I just need you to be a little bit smarter out here when you plan on doing things and you want to be a little bit spontaneous and adventurous in life. All right, whatever you're gonna do, just make sure there aren't any cameras around. Okay.
Yeah.
I just need you to be a little more smarter than that, please. I just want to bless
I didn't
this man
add this point. Oh no, I'll let you finish.
with a whose man's is this, because
Hey, whose man's is this?
you can't be
Oh,
you just
man.
can't be getting head
Whose
in the middle of the
man's is
stairwell
this?
in front of the camera.
No.
Like nobody's
man.
gonna catch you.
Whose daughter is that? Got some
You gotta
step
learn how to
parents.
duck them cameras like Lori in the future.
Facts.
Whole
Seriously, man.
And essentially, we was talking about like the whole STD pregnancy thing. You will hope that a girl at 15 is not, exposing herself that much at that
Dog,
age.
do you realize like
Younger
how
people.
embarrassed you have to be as a parent to find out why your child is being suspended?
Well, in that regard, that's what I'm saying for both your folks and her folks. That is embarrassing.
You got to transfer. You getting homeschooled. You wilding at this
As a
point.
parent, what
over
do you do?
now.
I just said that.
You got to transfer. No, as far as outside, just transferring. Like, what do you do as far as discipline?
What can I do to discipline? She done already did it.
What?
Right.
Now, seriously, what can you really do? Because at this point, the more you try to discipline that child, the only thing you're making them want to do is just continue to do it. Go behind your back, sneak out. That's all you're doing. If you're going to do it, be smart. Had to
gonna
talk,
do it, be
you
smart.
know, try to scare them at least, but if that don't work, I just don't know. I don't know.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
Not to be. Well, he says he's not having sex, so.
Man,
He
oh,
could have
man.
lied. We wouldn't know. Definitely ain't going to know now.
Man,
Unless he in
listen.
front of those cameras.
You going though, because the cameras was right there.
I said if he wasn't in front of the cameras, obviously he's not going to have sex in the stairwell.
Uh-huh.
Just gotta do better.
You
man.
and everybody else gonna know.
Hell yeah, man.
Yeah.
But listen, that's all we have for the show tonight. Everyone who was locked in with us, we appreciate you guys being in the mix. Church announcements. Let's see, man. Shout out to my line brothers, man. We are quickly approaching our 10-year anniversary. We are officially old heads, and we are officially those old heads that can talk to our youngins and say, back when I was on the yard. Damn, it's crazy. 10 years ago, crossed as a member of Omega Psi Phi Fraternity Incorporated. It's crazy how time flies. Time really be flying.
You got the slow clap.
That's cool. I don't need no clap from you. Getting round of applause all day, all week, baby. Let me see.
Decade in the fold.
Facts. Other than that, that's really it. You got any church announcements? So F and Classy, you going on? So F and Classy will be on tour with for the Millennium 2020. We just received news. So
cop those tickets.
Yeah, cop those tickets. If you guys want any tickets on deck, please follow at So F and Classy and hit her up for some. She got the exclusives. So holla at your girl. Listen, man, we appreciate you guys. Until next week, same time, same place. Chi-Town's finest, Carlton, you dig, will be back with us. It's your big dog, Kid 6. Your girl, Leah, a.k.a. The Therapist. So F and Classy, and we out of here.